welcome to this episode of Focus On with myself, Palesa Mufukeng. Today we're coming to you from Cape Town, where the Africa Tech Festival is taking place. Now, this is where leaders of the AI and digital economy gather to talk about scaling integration of artificial intelligence in the African continent. Now, we have been here since all morning, and we've heard from a number of key stakeholders on what can be done to scale integration. And this is what they had to say. Talk to me about how Honor is empowering Africa through AI and connectivity for all.
So from our side, we believe right now AI is like a hot topic, and from people's mindset, AI is like a high level things or like high technologies. But from our side, we believe AI should be accessible for everyone. So that we invest into the AI functions or AI technologies, not only limited to the flagship models like Magic Series, Number Series, we also apply it to our entry-level X Series. So with all the AI functions. And Honor want to be the global leader in AI industries, and that's why we announced our Alpha Plan early this year. In next 5 years, we're gonna invest $10 billion into the AI industries and make the AI, the technologies available to everyone. Yeah.
And speaking of AI, talk to me about how Honor is integrating AI into its devices and offerings.
So from Honor side, our Alpha plans, we have 3 steps to build the AI industries. The first step, as you can see, is our handset. So we want to build the handset as the AI intelligent phones that will become the gateways for the AI era, for the AI world. And secondly, as you can see, all the IoT things, we cooperate with our partners from Google, from all the Qualcomm, all partners globally, and build an open and co-created AI ecosystem. And the last step, I think that will take some few years to achieve, that we will see the carbon-based, which is robot, and a silicon-based robot and carbon-based human beings together and go to the AGI era together. Yeah.
So we have been following you all day. We listened to one of your panel discussions, your press briefing this morning, where you spoke about some of the offerings that you're doing and the fact that you are sponsoring Bafana Bafana, and since you've partnered with them, we've qualified for the World Cup. So clearly you're doing something right. But you earlier touched on the Alpha Plan. What is the Alpha Plan, and help us understand what it seeks to achieve?
Let's say the Alpha Plan is the plan to achieve our visions. So from Honor side, we believe everything, especially the technologies, it should come from human first. That's human-centric cities, which is passion, appetite, and etc. So all the technologies should serve human beings to make people's life, people more wisdom, more joy, and more love. So Alpha plans, as we just launched early this year, $10 billion together for the 5 years, incorporate with our partners. That right now we can see step by step, we already see some results come out, no matter from for the handset side, and especially let's say the AI functions. Why Honor can drop the AI functions to our entry-level models is because of the investment from Honor side into the AI industries through Alpha Plan.
Yeah. And I do understand that Honor has 3 device segments. Talk to us about each segment and its key KSPs.
So our flagship models, we have 3 different range of the models product. The flagship models we call it Magic. That's our Magic series. That's our flagship models. It comes with all the AI functions, including the deep fake and also the AI super zoom. And the Number series is our middle range product. It comes with 200 million pixel cameras, which is ideal for all the content creators. It comes with all the AI functions for the photos and photographer and the content creators, like image to video. And then our entry-level model, X series, it's X means extra power and extra tough. So it's the hardware side is obviously fantastic, but at the same time also come with the AI added software functions. So that's why we say we have the AI functions from the top range to our entry-level models.
Okay. Speaking of the top range, and just finally before I let you go, I want us to get to the nice stuff, the exciting stuff. So you recently launched a new device, the Honor VS5, if I'm correct, Magic VF.
V5.
Magic V5, yes, of course, sorry. What is this it's offering? Can you tell us more about that device and how it competes in the broader smartphone industry or market?
So I'm having the Magic V5 in my hands right now, and we officially launched this model in South Africa last month in October with Vodacom together. So this model right now is exclusive to Vodacom and come with 36,999 like RRP price. So with these models, except all the AI functions I just mentioned, this foldable phone still the thinnest and the lightest foldable in the world. So we solve the two pain points for the foldable users. The first one is like the light. So we make it like 8.8 millimeters. So it's like a bar phone in your hand. At the same time, with our silicon carbon batteries to make the batteries up to 5,800 milliamp batteries. This means even with the big screens, the phone can last for whole day. So these 2 points actually solve the main pain point from the high-end users for the foldables. And actually this one actually is doing quite well currently. And we hope there's more consumers can experience these fantastic mobiles.
Thank you so much for your time, Andisa. I'm not going to keep you on for long. I know you have been doing a lot of talking since the morning, since the conference started. But you were participating in a fireside chat this earlier today, talking about the role of AI in the smartphone industry. When I think about AI, it has become such a buzzword, and if I had to put away a penny every time I heard the word AI, I think I'd be rich right now. But just your key reflections and key takeaways from the discussion that you were participating in this morning.
Thank you so much. So I think AI is going to be transformative, certainly for our industry, but also for the smartphone category as well. I think the big thing for us is that it's got to be in service of the human. Technology is nothing without the human, and therefore we've got to make sure that as the acceleration of AI into this category and this industry evolves, we've got to make sure that the content is relevant for our context of Africa. And so how do we play a great influencing role to make sure that from, for example, languages, there are so many different languages on the African continent, and it's really about making sure that we're able to leverage some of those in the technology to make sure that people can use it in a way that's powerful and meaningful. The other big part for me was around access. We've got to make sure that we do a lot of work to really make sure we decrease the cost of access to the smartphones, and certainly brands like Vodacom is doing some work in terms of device financing to try and reduce the cost of access, which is a critical part of the equation. So lots of exciting times, but also I think lots of things for us to be aware of as we try and make AI and smartphones a lot more accessible, but also a lot more transformative for the people of Africa.
Speak to me about the importance of events such as this one. I mean, as I said, we hear about AI almost every day, and yes, it has its pros and cons, but it's also quite a disruptor across all sectors, all corners of the economy. So why do we need to have such platforms where we can talk about artificial intelligence and its impact in our lives?
I think that the most successful companies in the world solve problems, and they derive a lot of value from doing so. And if you think about the continent of Africa, we have a lot of problems here. And so how do we all come together as an industry with the ecosystem of players to make sure that ultimately, outside of the technology, we're using it to solve problems? And I think that's the real opportunity that we have to come together, talk about some of the new innovations, but more importantly, how we can use it to advance the hopes and dreams of people on this continent.
Just quickly before I let you go, is there anything exciting in the pipeline that Vodacom is working on?
A lot of use cases, a lot of work specifically in the AI space, and really how we use AI, not just for the advancement of our people internally, because there's lots of learnings around that, but also AI is a critical part of our business strategy, which is important. So we're quite excited on how this technology is going to enable us to help us to connect Africans for a better future.
Now you heard it all for yourself. Artificial intelligence is not going anywhere. That's all we had for you in this episode of Focus On with myself, Palesa Mofokeng. But until next time, it's goodbye for now.